a lot harder to screw up an LLC, whereas a corporation has a lot of formalities. You got to have shareholders that elect a board of directors. You got to have all these officers. You got to have board meetings and shareholder meetings and resolutions and a minute book and a secretary and a president and a treasurer. So it's easier to screw up the corporate formalities of a corporation, a lot harder to do that with an LLC. So an LLC is an easier entity to live with from a formality point of view. But if you're successfully operating either an LLC or a corporation, that entity, that business entity, should be a prophylactic with respect to liability. It should shield personal owners from the liabilities of the entity, as long as the entity is behaving like an entity. It has its own, checking account. You actually disclose that it's either an LLC or an Inc. in the name and the advertising. You've got business cards or an email footer that actually has the company name and an Inc. or LLC. You're putting people on notice that they're not dealing with you as an individual. They're dealing with you as a representative of a company. And that company, just like in the name of LLC, limited liability company, it's designed to keep liability at that entity level and try to impair or prevent it from getting down to the personal level, which is very important. But in addition to the actual entity, you're probably going to want to get business insurance, commercial general liability insurance. Your homeowner's personal insurance doesn't cover you for business activities for the most part. So get yourself some good, commercial insurance to cover your commercial liabilities in addition to forming the entity. Those would be two safe bets for limiting your liability, especially in a potentially high risk area such as childcare.